Welcome to the Just Give Me the Mic show. And I am your host, Deborah Coco. And if you do not know about Just Give Me the Mic, what we do here is highlight positive people doing positive things throughout our communities and worldwide. And we strive to bring you the best interview experience that there is. So again, I want to thank everyone for their support. And what I would like for you to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Relax and enjoy the show, everybody. Thank you again for your support. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Just Give Me the Mic show. I am your host, Deborah Coco, and I hope you've been tuning in and checking out some of the latest shows. We've had some great shows, some great guests, and make sure you follow us, Just Give Me the Mic, and myself, Deborah Coco, on all social media, and go to YouTube, find the show. You can search it by Deborah Coco, ring the bell so you're notified. We'll have some new content, especially made for you. So, you know, I get excited for every show. If you've been watching, you know that I'm still so passionate about doing this show 12 years later. But today, I am so happy to talk to my first guest. She is such a positive individual. I mean, for the first time that we got connected, it was just like, it felt like I had known her forever. Like, her energy is so positive and sweet. I see how she is towards everybody. And her music is phenomenal. So I just love to see people that follow their passion. They don't try to follow the trend. They let music move them from their heart. And she is definitely a positive person that I wanted to highlight today. But before I bring her on, I just want to give you a little bit of her background, her bio, because I thought it was so perfectly written, and I definitely wanted to share this with the audience before I brought her on. So, MC Heavyn, and she was born and raised in the Bronx, New York, and partially in New Jersey, where her dreams became a passion and a true reality for her. MC Heavyn is a wife and a mother of 4 miracle children. She is a powerhouse of compassion for helping others. As a licensed registered nurse, community connector, and transformative life speaker. She has used her gifts and talent to inspire and to encourage others to pursue their dreams as well. She's a recording artist, a songwriter, and with 8 songs to her credit and various hip-hop collaborations. MC Heavyn has had the honor to do a collaboration with the legendary Curtis Blow. She's a 3-time McDonald's Gospel Fest semi-finalist winner, an actress in the Adelco award-winning off-Broadway play Ghetto Chronicles hip-hop musical, created by Dwayne DeWitt Whitley, has made her first film debut in the memoir independent film I Am Relentless, the movie, which is produced by Stax Cadero. She has received many awards to embody what she's passionate about. She was awarded the Exceptional Clinical Skills and Perseverance Award, and as a member of her local church and service choir officiator awards, while also running many talents at school. She believes all her life lessons and experience have allowed her to live a life of joy, passion, and purpose. In addition, she serves on a few women empowerment and faith boards and an honorary lifetime member of the Coalition for Humanity organization. The scripture she stands on is, "The battles are real, but God is victorious." Thank you, MC Heavyn, for joining me today. I'm excited to talk to you. You are such an inspiration to so many people.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. Like you said, the timing. Wow, hearing all of that, and hearing it, it's like, wow, like that's me. Sometimes we have, we know who we are and what we do, but when you actually sit, like you said at the beginning of the show, relax and listen. It's amazing. So thank you. I'm very glad and honored to be here. And thank you for all of your kind words.
I mean, I like I said, like I really, it's so many opportunities that we've crossed paths, and it's always been nothing but love. Like I've never even seen you in a situation where it's like you were out of character. Like you're always so mild, so mellow, so loving, you know. And I see the energy that you give out, and I see the energy that people give towards you. So I'm honored to speak to an individual that walks around with that kind of energy, because I think we need to, you know, it's so much going on in this world, and us as mothers and parents and artists, and we're individuals that wear so many hats. We need to sometimes just stop and focus on the good.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Definitely. And thank you. That's what I felt from you. I feel from you also. And it hasn't always been that way. It hasn't always been that way. So I'm just glad that, you know, I have the peace. And as we grow older, we know, you know, all like I just want to be surrounded with peace. No nonsense, you know, the drama and all of that. That's when we were like, you know, teenagers. And I didn't have it much, but I had it. And growing up in an environment, you know, we faced it. So I said, you know, I want to treat people how I want to be treated. And it's so much anger and just evilness in the world. Let me be the ray of light. So
right.
That's what I walk in.
Well, it's always the life lessons that we go through that get us here today. Like you said, we evolve, we learn, we grow. I mean, but we always still have choices. People go through or have trauma and negative situations in their life, but it's how you choose to deal with it, right? Do you let it change you for the good or change you for the bad? So I know we all have life lessons and stories that we've been through, but it's a choice that you made to, like you said, treat people the way you want to be treated. That's a choice that you've done, right? To be a good example for your children, and also lead into your music. To be a hip hop artist today, a lot of people, a lot of artists follow trends, and they think they have to do a certain type of music. But I see that you've chosen gospel music to do gospel hip hop. So let's talk about how that came about for you.
Okay, excellent. So long time ago, I wanted to be a big rap. I always loved music. I grew up loving music, loving reading, loving the arts, always wanted to be an actress. I was always gifted with words and how to put a song together and, you know, skits. And so I used to rap a lot, like with my cousins, with the guys on the corner, you know, just doing it. And I wanted to be like a big rap star. I mean, I would go to different labels, call everybody. And, you know, it didn't happen. I was around in the community, the neighborhoods, but it didn't happen. And then when I, you know, God called me into the church. I got into the church and started learning the word and started sharing, started, you know, understanding a lot of my struggles and things that I went through, because it was some hardships. When I started to understand it, and I heard Kirk Franklin's Stomp with Salt, I heard that. I was in the kitchen one day and I said, wow, this is that you could talk about God and still be fly. You know, like you don't have to give that part up. And when I heard that, that encouraged me to write my songs. And I was going through some of the worst times when I wrote my first songs, my first few songs, and I shared that experience. I put it on paper, and I was always blessed. I'm blessed with beats. Like I have not had to buy. Maybe I purchased two, or you know, but I've been blessed with guys say, "Oh, yo, you good? I believe in what you're doing. I have this beat for you to write to. You can record here." You know, and I said, you know, let me give something, like, let me, you know what I have, let me give. But I've been blessed to get the music and, you know, the production of my music. But that was the inspiration to share the troubles I went through, put it in a song and show people we go through these things, but keep your faith, you know, keep yourself together and you could get through it.
I believe, you know what, you don't think about, I mean, it's therapeutic when you write out your trials and the things that you're going through, but then when you go out and actually perform it and see how it affects others, right? How you inspire and motivate other people. How does that make you feel when you see that people are related to your music, they get your music, they learn heaven is through your music, and they connect with you even more? How does that feel for you?
It makes me feel really, really grateful. It makes, like, you know, before I would say, okay, do they want to hear like inspirational gospel rap? Do they want to, you know, people want to hear, yo, I shot this, you know, I'm smoking this. And, you know, that's what you do. That's what you do. But I said, I used to say to myself, how are they going to receive it? And I said, you know what, if I'm standing on the truth and I'm sharing what I go through, just be honest in what I do and who I am. Don't try to put up a facade. Don't try to be, like you said, how everybody else is. You know, just go and be me. And, you know, I say I want to give to them. I want to give to them what I went through, you know, all that I have, and how people have poured into me and have helped me and has loved me. I want to do it to them. So anytime I go out, like, I want it to be an experience. Like, it's not me, MC Heavyn, it's us. Like, we in here, you know, it's about us, you know, what we going through. And I got your back. So it makes me definitely feel good. It makes me feel real good.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. I didn't mean to. I thought you were finished, but that is definitely the vibe that I get from you. Like, this is not just my song. This is our song, you know? And it's like I said, matter of fact, while we're on the topic, let's play one of your songs, Do Anything. How about we start off with that one, and we'll listen to it, and we'll come back and talk some more. So check out this song, y'all, by MC Heavyn. My God Can Do Anything. Check it out.
My God could do anything. 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 His miracles and blessings I just can't explain. The sufferings, trials, tribulations, and pain. When I can't breathe, heart racing real quick. He says your work's not done, so it's not time yet. I never have to worry, cause he's always here. And when I don't feel him, I know he's still near. Worst times in my life when I thought I couldn't make it, God pulled me through the fire and said with him, you could take it. My God could do anything. 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 Listen, praise is my weapon when I'm going through. He gives me the victory for all obstacles. Life these days is so unpredictable. The ones you love and trust be the ones that really get you. And once you're betrayed, it's hard to forgive. Can make you real bitter. Christ died so we can live. I'm talking from experience, and those that's close to me know my life story and all God has done for me. He called me his own and he raised me, tossed my sins and then eternally forgave me. And there's no greater love than this. He saved my soul from the pit of the abyss. And who could be against you with God on your side? Scatter all your enemies, my God is alive. I forget the former things and press toward the high calling. I thank him every day because he kept me from falling. The weapons of my warfare, not earthly. My physical could touch, but my soul you can't hurt me. Cause I'm sealed to the day of redemption. Always seeking wisdom on this foreign mission. I'm destined, appointed to live for his glory. My God can do anything, he's always here for me. So if you hear his call, please don't delay. Think about your very soul if this was your last day. And when I think of the goodness and all he's done for me, I gotta say, thank you, Lord. I thank you for setting me free. My God could do anything. 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 My God could do anything.
Love that. That is such a positive message in that song. Wow, we got to get back to it. We got to get back to real lyric. Yes, my eyes started getting teary too because I feel that. I feel that. And it is the truth. It is the truth. The faith, you have hope, and you know he could do anything. When you think about the things you made it through in your life, right?
Yes, that's right.
And where you at today, I mean, please, thank you for making that song. I really appreciate it. How does your family feel? I mean, I met your children, beautiful, beautiful children. How do they feel seeing their mother out here, you know, just following her passions and doing what she loves?
Oh man, you're right. That song is so powerful, and a lot of things we went through, God got me through it, you know. So that's a special song to me, produced by Teddy Bear, Shon Teddy Bear Music. My kids, my family, like that's my base, my support. And they are actually like, I mean, my daughter helps me with the music. She, you know, helped me with the technology setting up. Like, they all are like excited and glad that I'm doing what I love and that I'm not afraid to do it, that I'm following it and that I'm passionate about it. So I think it makes them very proud. You know, I think it makes them very proud. My youngest daughter, she sings. The 3 girls sing together. One, my oldest, that did the computer for me, she does my hair at times when I go out, my makeup, nails. My other daughter does the waxing. Like, I'm like, I used to pray for a team. I'm like, I have my home team here. My son loves, he draws, he'll draw my name in graffiti. So I think it inspires them to know, you know, it's never too late for you to pursue what you love and to stay true to what you love. I think it inspires them too.
What a blessing. That is such a blessing right there. Now let's talk about acting, because yes, I had the pleasure of seeing you in I Am Relentless, the movie by Stasca Darrow. So how did that feel? How was that whole experience for you?
Oh my goodness, that was a wonderful experience. Oh gosh, and I met Stax through the first play I was in. The first play, I'm currently in, Ghetto Chronicles. She was in the audience at the first show, second show, a few shows. I got off the stage and she embraced me and she said, "You are miraculous." And like our connection just vibed from then, her energy. And, you know, we stayed in touch, message here and there. She wrote a book. I bought her book. I was like, this book is amazing. I was reading the book and I shared that. I got the book at the time my mother passed away. So the night before my mother's service, I was up. I was talking to friends, you know, my praying friends. And I said, let me read her book. I couldn't put it down, but I had to put it down at page 50. And she was just talking about Harlem, the experiences, so many things that she went through that correlated with my upbringing, what I went through. And I was like, I love this book. And I would just send her encouragement and I'm sharing it. Like, I believe we can share each other's stuff, you know, help support each other. You might not be where you want to be. It doesn't matter. Still, you know, big up the next person. So I was doing that, like, I Am Relentless, the book, and just like, I loved it. And then she said, she hit me one day. She said, Heavyn, I'm making the book a movie. Would you like a role? And I was like, wow, that's amazing. It is amazing. It's so, awesome. I have to say, Devon Franklin, the movie star director, he has a book. I read his book and he was saying, encourage people. You might want to do this and you're not, but the person that is, encourage them, see how you can help them. So when I read his book, it like made me do, you know, even more. And then when she called, because I was like, my dream is always to be in a movie. And when it was like really, literally like a month or maybe 3 weeks after I read his book and was like, Lord, I want to do it. I want to be in a movie, you know? And I would tell Devon, I'm going to be in your movie. I'm going to be in your movie one day. I would text Devon Franklin, I'm going to be in your movie one day. And she called me, she texted me, and that's how I got in. And I went, and it's not just one role. Like, I'm Mika, her babysitter when she's young. I'm doing a rap battle, and then she has me on her soundtrack. So I'm like, that is just an awesome blessing. And shout out to you, because you're the teacher, so we can put on here too.
I mean, yes, a shout out to Stasca Darrow for the book and the movie. Yes. And even her talk show, she's doing it real big. Her music, shout out to her. And you know, and I want to also mention and so tell us a little bit about the play, and then we're gonna go and play your next song, and then we'll come back with some finishing words. But tell us about your play that you're in also.
Ooh. So this play that I'm in is called Ghetto Chronicles, a hip hop musical directed by Dwayne D. Whitley. And I've been in this play from 2019. He wrote it and produced it, I believe, in 2006. Took a hiatus, come back. And I was on my way to church, and I'm looking, and I saw a Facebook post. Anybody interested? Hip-hop artist, this play I'm in. It was Kim Seabrook had a Facebook post. My friend, Pastor Crystal Jones, shout out to Crystal Jones Show. She texted me and said, Heavyn, look at this. So I was like, yeah. So after church, I got in touch with him. I said, I'm interested, but can you give me a few days? I want to think about it and pray about it. He said, okay, well, you got to get in touch with me Tuesday because I am auditioning other people. I said, okay. And I I went in on Tuesday. No, that was Sunday. Tuesday, I got in touch. I researched the play, found out it's a dope horror. Looked at it. Everything I said is good. Kim Seabrook, shout out to Kim Seabrook as well.
Shout out to Kim, yes.
Yes, and she gave him the word, and she told him how I could rap, I could sing. He said, you come highly recommended. Kim said, you do it all. So the amazing thing, I didn't come into an audition. I came into a script that said MC Heavyn. And we went around. That first day we went around and I had scenes and he had to say, you're not MC Heavyn here. You're this crazy character. I was doing a lot of different things. So it talks about issues that we go through, how we're stereotyped, how we're looked upon, you know, situations with family, single parent, absent father. It's some serious parts, some parts that make you cry, things about what's going on in the world, things about civil rights, police brutality, gun violence. It touches on every little thing that you could think of that we go through. And it's been a real experience as well, because I mean, it's a musical. It was, it just goes through music, choreography, dancing, rapping, everything. It makes you laugh. It makes you cry. It makes you think. It's so many emotions. It's a very emotional geared play that I believe everybody should see here in New York City, all over. So
how can they see it? How can they get tickets?
We just finished the 4-show. We just finished the 4-show event in September. We'll be back, I believe, by around the holidays. But they can follow at DWIT Presents. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram, Ghetto Chronicles, to follow for more shows. We've done school tours. It's amazing. So that's how they can find out about it. And can I shout out?
Congratulations to you. I'm excited for you because, like you said, now I just see you doing so much. I love it. I know you following your dreams and your passion. I just love seeing you. That bright light that comes on Facebook, showing love to everybody. Oh my goodness, we got a couple of more minutes, but let's play a snippet of Steady Flow.
Okay, and shout out to the whole Chronicles cast. Shout out everybody.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. If you get the opportunity, check it out, follow, support it. Okay, a little snippet of the song and get some closing words from MC Heavyn.
Oh, okay. This one fast.
But I stay in reality, imagination, huge idealist, fantasy, tell a dream, they all like, what happened next, B? You got the man of your dreams, live happily ever after. To the guys, I'm like, you was famous, you had mad papers, the flyers in the party, everybody was around y'all. 3 days later, the pressures of life can drown the creativity. The gifts not for me but for others, from who created me. Noise, silence, water, air, and heat, very necessary. As I escape in this beat, I'm loving the new me, and not hiding this light. God, let it shine and forever stay bright. People always have opinions of who you should be. Let it control you, and that's who you'll conform to be. I ask, why was I created? If God is love, why the hatred? Can my faith be debated? Why the battles in the test? Was the spirit in the flesh? These lyrics flowing 3 a.m. But Sunday morning, I'll be in the service praising him, and I do it all week because it is a lifestyle. He's the one that keep my heart pure with his pretty smile. Yeah, I get a little conceited from the Bronx. I got a reason. He brought me through some trials, and now it's my season. And I'm walking like my girl's Mary. Shout out to all the rappers that influenced my flow. I was created to be MC Heavyn long ago, to lift his name on high and let the whole world know he's the creator of the universe. The devil is defeated. I repeat it. Read the book of Revelation. Don't believe it. A war is going on. It's for your soul. He's able to keep you faultless before his throne. He's the creator of the heavens and all the earth. Knew my name way before my mom ever gave birth. So I present my body living sacrifice unacceptable to God, not being ignorant to the enemy's devices. Children, disobedience leads to crisis. The heart is deceitful and woefully wicked. I want to get wild and dangerously and kick it, but I'm ambassador for the king. Princess Heavenly Earth was my own name. Kept the heaven to the nations, now I sing. Forever on his team, now I mean, he's the sweetest love I will ever know. I'm anchored in his arms and he's never letting go. From the rising of the sun to the going of the same, I will always give you glory, I will always give you praise. You love me so good, you've done marvelous things. I've been praying for a beat and look what you bring, teddy bear. You know my dreams and plans, I seek your kingdom. At times I don't understand. When I go left, you gently just take
that
my
is
hand.
Steady
Remind me
Flow,
who I am
everybody.
over
I
and over
love
again.
that.
I'm far above rubies.
Yes, Steady Flow.
I love that.
And that was just no hooks, no chorus. I was having issues, couldn't have my breath. I was like going through it, and God gave me the words I had to be. And when I wrote it, I could not perform it. But once I was able, woo, that's right.
It's that steady flow, y'all. That's what happened. And don't think that MC Heavyn will step up and join a hip hop cipher in the street. I wish I got that video for it. She'll step up on you. Don't think she won't. She will definitely step up on you. But like I said, I'm so happy that I had a chance to talk to you. Please come back again, share some more music, and let us know. You know, keep us up to date with what's going on with you. But I want to give you the floor. If there's anything that you would like to say to the people that support you, your family, or any last words that you would like to leave with us today before we end the show, I'm giving you the mic. So you end it on your note.
Thank you. Shout out. Just give me the mic. You, Deborah Coco, all the MCs, hip hops. If I name names, we'll be naming here all day. But everybody, just great event at the Hip Hop Boulevard. Shout Hip Hop Boulevard out. My family, my close friends, my team. Like God is assembling a team for me. So I just want to shout everybody out that supports and rocks with MC Heavyn. Keep your faith in God. Whatever we go through, those troubles is definitely to make us stronger. Don't sell your soul. Don't go to the left or right. Just do what you know is right. It's a new journey for me, and I'm just excited about the future and all the new things. Everything I went through is in the past, and everything that you've went through is in the past. Face it, go through it, and you know they say grow through it, and just keep who you are special to you. Like love you, love God, love yourself and those around you. That's what I would say. I have an event coming up this weekend too. I have to shout that out. Cancer awareness event in Virginia. Myself and my son is going. I'll be repping the stage, representing God in New York and Virginia this weekend, and excited about the paths that God is taking me on. So God bless everybody. Thank you so much, Deborah Coco. Thank you. And your whole team.
Shut up. Like I feel I'm like this. I'm like, okay, she touched me. I hope she definitely touched you too. You saw the social media tags. Please follow and support her. And where can they get your music real quick? Where can they get it? Is it online? Can they go to where can they get your music?
YouTube. It's online. YouTube. I'm working on to get it out on all the different platforms. So it'll be out there soon.
Soon, it's coming soon. Make sure you catch Relentless. Also, reach out to Sasha MC. Yes, and look out. Just connect with her. Find out what's going on, everybody. We'll be right back with our next guest. I'm so happy about this segment. Make sure y'all support. We'll be right back.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back, everyone. I definitely hope you enjoyed that first segment with MC Heavyn. Like I mentioned before, please support her music. We highlight positive people doing positive things here and Just Give Me the Mic. And she is definitely one to support and follow on our artist spotlight. Now, coming up next, you know, I'm so happy. Like my next is happy for them. I've seen so much changes for them. I would say over the summer alone, but I know it goes further back than that. I have to call them like the duo because you see one, you see the other. It's like, you know, they are just tied at the hip, these two, and together they are creating some beautiful music. So I would like to welcome Veronica B and Shon T Productions to the show. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, I know I definitely need more time, but we're going to do what we're going to do right here tonight. And I want to thank you both for joining me. So how are you feeling? How's everything? How are you feeling?
Look, I'm feeling great. You know, I can't complain. I'm just maintaining. you know. There's a lot of good things happening. You know, I'm so excited about the album coming up soon. We're hoping for spring date. You know, I just won this beautiful award.
Melissa Morgan Singing Sensational Award.
Yes. That's exactly why I had to talk to y'all tonight. You know, about these accomplishments.
Yes, shout out to the SIDA Award. Shout out to Melissa Morgan. Shout out to Heidi.
Shout out to Mrs. Bragg.
Who was the one who nominated us. So, yep.
So before we get into the music, tell us, how did the combination of you two getting together and putting out all this beautiful music? How did this happen?
So I, about 3-4 years ago, decided that I was gonna, you know, take the music game serious. I've always been singing, but it's always been like in the shower and stuff like that for my friends and family. And, you know, finally I said, you know, I'm gonna just do this for fun and do this from my heart and see what happens. You know what I mean? And I started recording, you know, just doing it from pure talent, no training, no nothing, no vocal training, no, you know, just writing songs on my own and recording. And I started going to open mics, and that's where I met Shon. But, you know, he kept saying, I can help you. I can help you. You do R&B. I do R&B. And I kept seeing him out. And I was like, man, these guys are, you know, he was performing with his son. And I was like, these guys are good. You know, every time I see them, they're doing a different song. Like, they were never doing the same song over. And I was like, they must be making music all the time, you know. But I was stuck in a management situation. Okay. I really say I was like really lost at some point. And then I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I passed by a church and I was like, I went and I prayed and I was like asking for God to give me like all these things. And honestly, I was like, this is like unrealistic. Like, it's no way I'm gonna find a vocal coach, a trainer, you know, dance coach, somebody to help me write, somebody, you know, all in one. And I was like, I know I needed it though, but I found it in one person magically. Yes, so finally I came, but I came to the studio with another artist to support them. And I got there a little bit early, and I say about an hour before the artist. And me and him just started working. He was just like, he put on a beat. I was like, oh, I like that. Within that hour, we had made a whole song. And if I play you the song right now, it's really hot. Like, and it's so crazy. We have so much music. We haven't even come back and perfected that song, but that song is even great. Like, the first song we ever made together is called I Like. But ever since then, it's been magic. And then I just, man, when I first started working with him, he used to have a line of people at the door. So I would come from work already tired, because I work with kids. I work for DOE. And I come from work already tired, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, oh, if I got to wait till 11, I'll wait till 11. Like, I was grinding. I was like, nah, I got the person I need right here. I'm holding tight. I'm not letting go. No, right. No.
Right.
And then COVID happened. And then COVID happened. So it was like everybody's working from home, because normally I would have 8 hours I'm at work. Started grinding for those, COVID was around a year and a half. You know, we were home, and we made magic over that time.
Just made magic. I mean, COVID worked in some situations. You know, when it comes to a lot of people were home, you either be creative or you had to find something to do with that time. And Shon T Productions, I know you've been producing music, working with some famous artists. You got a background, you know, with a variety of different and some legends also. So tell us, give us a little background on your production.
Well, Shon T Productions, and you know, I basically, you know, I look for talent. You know, I like to develop talent. I've been doing this for a while. I used to work for Prince. I did a lot of stuff with Prince and that camp. Also I did some stuff for MTV with Roger Mosley out in Hawaii. You know, just various things in the dance world, things like that, and doing my choreography and setting stuff up for people. But then when I went to Minneapolis, I started doing a lot of producing for different groups. Like a lot, I work with Mint Condition, Stokely. I work with Prince, and I work with Prince's lead player a lot. So I was at Paisley all the time. Like Prince gave me, we would hang out, play basketball, gave me keyboards. You know what I mean? We're just chilling. Sheila E., Bonnie Boyer, all the greats. But these guys are real musicians, and I play keyboard. I can play keyboard. So that helped get the juices going again, as far as, you know, writing music for multiple groups. And then I ended up going back to Iowa, and I won a contest. But during the contest, I produced like maybe 8 or 9 groups in the contest. So, wow. Yeah, so wow. That let me know. I was like, okay, I like doing this. You know, I like showing people and helping them get to the next level. that record company signed us, and that record company was out of Minneapolis, XL Records. Shout out to Rose Nebo on XL Records. And so that's where I ended up going to Minneapolis, doing a lot of stuff up there, obviously. And then I came from Minneapolis to New York City. The real thing, though, is this person here, when I met her, you know, she's out there in the scene, New York scene, doing a lot of things and just grinding, trying her best, you know, like a lot of artists are, but didn't really have anyone to really, you know, take hold of her and show her, like, you guys got a million rappers. There's nobody that can show you how to sing nowadays, you know, blues, gospel, you know, all the intricacies.
And nobody that would take the time.
Take the time. So over COVID, we made about 30 different songs that I took her, I made her watch movies, I made her study, you know, we just were going through it. You know, I'm like Joe Jackson when it comes to that. But I tell you this, she outdid me. Like she never quit. She came back strong every time. There were many nights where I was like, oh, she's gonna quit. No quit. There's no quit in her. So
she's like, no, I'm here. Right, Veronica, let's do this music. Right. You know, right.
I'm the type of person, if I do something, I do it wholeheartedly. Like I had to like let go of some other commitments that I have. Like I do a lot of creative stuff on the side. Like I do a lot of arts and crafts and stuff, party planning. And I had to let a lot of that stuff go because I'm like, if I'm going to focus on something, I want to focus on that one thing and like perfect it. And, you know, there's always more to learn. Like we've studied, you know, groups and singers and like trying to perfect the singing part. And now, like, since I'm performing, now I'm learning, like, because this man can dance. If you haven't seen
he'll spin and drop on you in a heartbeat, boy.
Kind of spin with him, and you know, because I can dance too, but you know, I'm more of like a choreograph, you know, following choreography, and he's more of like a freestyle. So now I'm trying to pick up the freestyle part. Like we were somewhere and he just bust a move, and I was like, oh, you ain't gonna show me up.
Right. Now, you gotta really dig it. You got to bring it out. No, I love it. And like I said, congratulations on your award. It's a beautiful thing to be acknowledged by people who understand music, appreciate music, and to win out of so many other people such a prestigious award is definitely something that I want to highlight and congratulate you on the show. It shows that the magic works. Everything, y'all have definitely been placed together for a divine purpose. So, and you know what, Shon, I like one thing that you said, Shon T Productions, is that you took it back to the essence. You took it back and you studied real music, real musicians, and real arts. And I'm not saying that to take away any credit from anyone else, but sometimes that's where you got to go. Back to the beginning, to the roots of things, to really understand and find your way.
Right, like he was helping me tap into my full range because I would always sing so high. You know, I studied people like Monica, Bright, Carrie, Whitney, who all like belt and like hold these elongated notes, which is nothing wrong with that. But then when you add the sultry blues, you know, low type of tones to it, and that's where I wasn't like getting. So like he was like, you know, try your lows a little bit more, try your mids a little bit more, and then now we meshed it all together.
Not to cut you off, I'm sorry about that. I actually had the pleasure of coming to the studio and listening to some of the new music that you're putting out. So actually one of the first songs that we're getting ready to play is Trippin'. I want you to definitely listen to the words, check out the melody, check out the music, listen to all the components of the song because it is made by both. It's, you know, contributions have been made by both, but it's such a great record. So let's play Trippin' right now, and then we'll come back and talk some more with Veronica B and Shon T. Y'all check out Trippin'.
Veronica B, Shon T Productions. Boy, you got me trippin', trippin', yeah. I've been really slippin', I've been slippin', yeah. Boy, you got me trippin', you know just what to do. I've been really slippin'. To myself.
It ain't gonna be easy, cause you're looking sexy and I don't want nobody else. I ain't never lazy, loving you like crazy. Wanna hear you scream my name. You just hit it so right, we can do it all night. Wanna feel you do the same. Cause it's me and you all day. And I want you in the worst way. We can skip the full day, baby, come and get me. We can do it your way. Oh, you got me tripping. You know just what to do. I've been really slipping when I'm thinking about you. I don't know what I want. I want you right now. And baby, yeah, you got me thinking how you put it down. I thought it was a given. You know I was giving you all my love. I've been really wishing I could say I'm missing when you come and give me some. We're slipping and we sliding and we vibing. I like when we hide away. I'm loving how we living, loving how you feeling. Baby, give it all to me. Cause it's me and you all day. And I want you in the worst way. We can skip the full day. Baby, come and get me. We can do it your way. Boy, you got me tripping. You know just what to do. I've been really slipping when I'm thinking about you, baby. I don't know what I want. I want you right now. And baby, yeah, you got me thinking how you put it down. I've been tripping, yeah. I've been slipping, yeah.
All right. I love that song. And you know what? I've seen y'all perform that. That was like your summer set right there, right? That song. I seen you perform it and I seen the energy. I see the reaction from the crowd. People love that song.
Yes, that song has good energy. It has just the right vibe that I was looking for. And it's funny, right before summer hit, we had all this other music that we were like, oh, this is, you know, you always think this is going to be the single, this is going to be the #1. And that song, just like, soon as everybody heard it, we were like, yeah, this is the summer jam. And we made it like right before summer hit. And it happens like that. Like a song would just come to your head and I'll just come out the bathroom. I'd be like, baby, you got to hear this. And you'll be like, when did you write that? I'd be like, I just wrote it in the shower, you know.
Let me tell you,
I feel like I'm
very creative.
I had all day.
But you know, I know that y'all have some serious writing sessions, right?
Oh yeah, we always write. I was writing last night. I mean, I write all the time. Like I have a app on my phone, and I'm just like on the bus, wherever, because a line will just hit you, something that just comes to you. And sometimes it works where you have a beat and you write to the beat, but sometimes like a melody, it just come to you and you don't have a beat, and you're just like, oh, I gotta capture that. I gotta, because it'll go out of your head, and then later on you come home, you're like, how was I saying that again? And then you just can't get it back.
How did that melody go? How did it go? Right. So let me ask you, when you think about R&B today, Veronica B, tell everyone who's just hearing about you for the first time, that's just seeing your music and want to know a little bit more about Veronica B. What audience are you capturing? Who is your music? Who do you think that you are putting out your music for?
Well, first of all, they were saying R&B is dead. Everywhere I go, I say R&B is not dead. And I feel like it's coming back now. Like people, when they hear my music, they say, I feel this 90s vibe. Like I feel this. And I love hearing that. And people be like, no offense, like, because they think I want to sound now. And I don't. And it's not purposeful.
It's a combination of now
who
and
I
90s.
am.
It's a combination of what's missing.
It has to do with the people that I grew up, you know, listening to too. And Aaliyah is my biggest inspiration. So when people like even like reference me to her, I'm just like, like, I'm so honored, you know what I mean? So when people are like, oh, your music sound 90s, great, I'm glad. Like, that's what I want to bring back. I want to bring back that authentic, like, you're home chilling and you're like, oh man, I just want to put that on repeat because it's giving me a whole vibe, you know. And you know, I love drill too. I have some drill songs. I just did a drill song actually, you know, and I rap a little bit too, but I really want to bring back that real music, that love music, that just like, yeah, that sensual 90s feeling. That's my vibe.
Music that we're missing nowadays. Because I mean, we hear it, we have our favorites, but I'm gonna tell you honestly, like when I go out, you know, I go out quite a bit. Sometimes I go to a lot of different events, and I really don't hear. I can't even name 2 or 3 female artists that I've seen locally that's out that's doing R&B music. I know I'm not going to every event. I know there's a lot of places that I miss, but you don't see. I'm happy to hear.
A lot of times we go to events and it's like, man, this is a great event, everything, but you know, me personally, I feel so out of place because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't belong here because there's so many drill rappers and just rappers in general. But then I stick around because I'm like, when I go up, people are going to be like, oh, wow, that girl was different. She did something different. And it's going to be like a relief from all the, you know,
So it's your job to change the whole energy, the whole dynamic in the room. If nobody else is on that vibe, you're going to bring that vibe.
But it's hard to follow us up.
Right,
we put on
right.
Show, fully entertain. We don't just sing.
Right,
interact with the crowd, everything. So, and
I love it because you're bringing the music, and Shon he's harmonizing with you. He's dancing. You turning around, busting a move. It's like a real show. So people have to learn that it's not just about grabbing the mic. It's about being a full entertainer, right? Like you said, you're working on your craft as far as like choreography, dance move, how to be spontaneous with the whatever it feels that you need to do to perfect whatever it is that you're doing. You're putting time and energy into doing that. It's not like you're everywhere doing everything. You're pacing yourself, right?
Yeah,
you make a decision.
Learned that from him because as an artist, you just kind of want to get stuff out now. You know, when I first, you know, started making, you know, music with him, I was just like, oh, we got like 5 songs, you know, come on, let's release it. Let's go. Right. And then work with that, you know, you got to have people anticipating something and people actually looking for the music. If you haven't promoted and you haven't been out there putting your name out there, anything, you're going to release this music and then, you know.
She has a 3-album deal pending now. We have multiple record companies on the horn. Right now, we're about to shoot the heavy visuals. You guys are about to see some of the most amazing visuals from her. Record company has released some of the funds. So we're going down to Atlanta. We're going to shoot about 6 what we call snippet videos of high quality. And this album is going to be ready by early spring. But stay tuned. It's about to go to another level. Trust me.
And I'm going to need
I definitely
have a listening party because, you know, we have a lot of music and we have to narrow it down to like this. And y'all already know I'm biased because I love it all. I can't decide.
No, you can't choose. You definitely cannot select because it's different meaning for you. And I definitely would like to get a live performance. Are we ready for a live performance?
I'm ready.
Yes, let's get it. Let's get a live performance. And so we don't have the video, but you're going to see Veronica be live and direct. Now, what is the song? What's the name of the song that you're about to do for us now?
We were going to do Get the Blues. We were saying, we're going to ask you, do you want fast or slow? We're going to give you the choice.
Well, let's do Get the Blues because we talked about it. Let's do it. Let everybody see. You're about to see a live performance right now from Veronica B. Everybody enjoy.
30 hertz straight up. I ain't gonna be begging you to do the things you're supposed to do, but you act like you don't. You have a clue. You know I know what you've been up to. You don't ask me if I'm alright. You don't like to come home at night. When you're home, all we do is fight. You keep doing wrong when you know it's right. knowing what I should do. I got a whole lot to lose, and I'm living proof that we all get the blues sometimes. Losing sleep over you, not knowing what I should do. Got a whole lot to lose, and I'm living proof that we all get the blues sometimes. I need somebody who knows how to love, he knows what to do. The kind of man who knows how to tell the truth. Someone who knows just what I've been through. He gon' make sure that I'm alright. When I'm with him, it feels so nice. A real man that knows what I like. He gives me what I want, and he spends my time wanting you to do what you don't wanna do. I ain't asking be your wife, just wanna be in your life. But I ain't gon' beg you, ain't gon' beg you. Losing sleep over you, not knowing what I should do. Got a whole lot to lose, and I'm living proof that we all get the blues sometimes. Losing sleep over you, not knowing what I should do. Got a whole lot to lose, and I'm living proof that we all get the blues sometimes.
Yeah. I got a live performance here on the show. Thank y'all so much for that. I appreciate it. We talk about real R&B tonight. I am so happy to have the guests that I've had on the show. Now, where can they follow you and check out your movement and get updates? Where can they go?
Right. So right now you can follow me on Instagram at Veronica B NYC. You can also follow me on Facebook, Veronica Renovales. And you can follow him at Shon T Productions.
Shon T Productions. SHONT Productions with an S. This girl's on fire.
Wait, but we're not done. Because before we leave the show, I need you to share with the audience what do you think is one of the most important lessons that you've learned while y'all are going through this journey together with your music? Is it easy to be creative? Is it easy to write? What is something that you would like to share with the audience that you feel could be beneficial? Because it's not easy doing music.
It sounds cliche, but it really has to do with time. I really feel like when I first got in this, I was like, oh, I'm doing it. I took too much time. I'm doing this too late. I should have done it before. And now I'm like, there's no time frame. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Also, like how I was saying, like sometimes you want to rush, you just want to release stuff, you just want to put stuff out, you just like, oh, my fans are waiting, people are waiting. You just kind of put your own time frame in your mind. But I know now I learned from him, like when you just kind of take your time, and just really perfect what you're doing, you don't want to put out anything that's crappy. I want to put out the best stuff. So
you don't make quick gravy,
right? And
you got. That's your grandma. For a little
That's your grandma.
That is true.
Gravy. It's gonna be lumpy and it ain't gonna taste good.
He's like, your best music is ahead of your best music is to come. So
it's to come.
Right.
Right. Working hard.
Okay, Shon T Productions also give us a jewel too, as far as when you are working with an artist, you have to understand that artist. You have to know what music goes with that artist. So give us some jewels about some things that you noticed about Veronica, some tempos, some type of beats and music that you knew would work for her.
First thing is, her hunger. She's considered an underdog because she's standing next to people who now look at her and go, whoa, and at that time, it's just like Tupac said, I was in the club last year and nobody was noticing me. The underdog syndrome. Okay, and you cannot tell anyone's learning quotient. Everyone has a learning quotient. You don't know how fast they can learn. So give them the chance and the opportunity. Don't count anyone out. Okay, here's the example. Period. And that's what this is about. And work on your craft, please. I see everybody trying to, the Instagram and all this. You ain't putting enough time in your music. You're not putting enough time in your craft. You're not getting better. If you're not getting better, if this was Deborah Coco's a teacher, she worked in the school system, you still be in 3rd grade. So that's what I'm talking about.
I like that. I like how you threw that in. So we already heard coming up in the spring, we're going to get the new release from Veronica B. So stay tuned for that. We also have some new videos that are going to be coming out soon. Go ahead.
And be looking out for the listening party. We're going to have a listening party. You're going to be
hosted by Deborah Coco.
Hosted by Deborah Coco. I'm calling it now. And I want people to come out, and I mean whoever, because strangers' ears are even better because they have honest ears. Shout out to Fliz.
Shout out to D'Angelo James. Shout out to Lewis, Boss CEO. Shout out to the whole team. Hip Hop Boulevard. Eddie, Eddie Rivera, Down to Real Boo Black. You know what I'm saying? Heidi helping us out. Deborah Coco helping us out.
That's right.
Everybody, listen. We are a community here with a lot of talent, okay?
Yeah.
We need to come together and support each other.
And shout out to all the other artists, my open mic family, all the other artists that are working hard, that are unsigned.
That's it. Y'all keep working. I see y'all. Keep working now.
I love it. I love it, because that's one thing we do have to give each other shout out, love, support. And I love how y'all, some of the questions I was going to ask, I answered it before I even said it. So I love it. Y'all did it naturally. So I definitely appreciate it. I just love the vibe with the whole show. Like I said, I was able to sit in. I have my own private listening party, y'all. I'm a little ahead of the game. So I know what they're working with. Okay?
Y'all gotta look out for the new jingle. It's Coco time. That's coming.
Right. I have to get back in the studio and do that one day soon.
You got something coming, y'all. So just stay tuned. All right.
Sleep on it.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, and keep driving. 2023. This is our new year coming up. All we doing is laying the foundation right now. The best is yet to come, y'all. And this is a show about to inspire you, motivation, and hope. Always follow your passion and dreams. I want to give a big shout out to my first guest, MC Heavyn, to my current guest right now, Veronica V and Shon T Production. Make sure you follow all my guests on all their social media. Support the music. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. We put up all their tags. Also support Just Give Me the Mic.
Give me the mic.
Sunday at 10 p.m. You will see this show aired most likely October 30th. It will be coming up on channel 68 in the Bronx and MNN2 in Manhattan. So thank you in advance to everyone who is supporting the show, who is new, and who has been supporting the show. We appreciate you. And I would like to say good night, y'all. And I hope you enjoyed. Stay blessed.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
But you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a course online.
You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.